All right, guys, I'm back. I finally got this computer to be my bitch. That's right. Hopefully it's working now. So I'm back up live, and I believe I got cut off on Nick Foles and his ability to lead us to the promised land. A lot of people out there are thinking that Nick Foles can't do it. You know what? It's a team effort, and Nick doesn't play defense. So if the defense shows up this Saturday, I think we're going to be in good shape. We have the home field advantage. There was a lot of talk in Philly yesterday as I was driving to New York. I was listening to the radio, and on the way back from New York, there was a lot of talk about we wouldn't have the home field advantage. Well, that's a bunch of crap. I don't want to hear that. And you know what? If Nick manages the game, if Nick just has an average game Saturday, if he just has an average game Saturday, we're going to be fine. Because the defense, and that's what we're relying on right now, it just needs to be what it's been all season. Okay? In the Dallas game, our defense was good. We only gave up 6 points. In the Raider game, our defense was good. We only gave up 10 points. The game before that, prior game before that, against the Giants, right? So the defense has been solid. If that defense shows up, if that defense even plays better, which they're capable of, we're not going to have any issue beating the Falcons on Saturday. Okay, the Falcons do not play well on the road. That's a given. They're 2-5 against against playoff teams this year. 2-5. They have a losing record against teams that are good, and most of those losses were on the road. So they're not a good road team, and they've got to come up here. Yeah, it might be cold. It might be in the 30s this weekend. It might even be wet. I think that plays into the Eagles' hands. So the Eagles should have the advantage if the weather's not good, and we have the home field advantage. So I see this as all in favor of the Eagles. I can't believe that we're the underdogs. We're the number 1 seed. We were 13-3. All right, I don't care what sport you're in. You go 13-3 in a 16-game season. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. And you have the best record in the league. I don't know. I don't know what to say to people. I don't know what to say to the bookies in Las Vegas. I don't know what to tell you guys, but I don't know, And it just goes to show you, the experts, they don't know anything. And they'll even say that. They give you all their stories about everything, about how, the Eagles are going to lose because of this reason and that reason. But you know what? When it comes down to it, that's why we play the games. We play the games because you don't know what you're talking about. So, if you didn't know what you were talking about, why even go out and bother? Why even play the game on Saturday? Might as well just give the Falcons a win, and they can go on and play Minnesota or New Orleans, right? Well, shut your faces, okay? Because the Eagles do have a chance on Saturday. They have a very good chance on Saturday. The Falcons, again, do not play well on the road. We've got to stop this guy, number one. He's not good in the red zone. He hasn't been good in the red zone for a long time. He's had 1 touchdown in the red zone in the past year and a half, okay? And that was this past weekend. This guy right here, Matty Ice. Yeah, we're going to put him on ice this weekend, okay? He does not move around like a Drew Brees. He does not move around like a Cam Newton. He sits in the pocket like a Jared Goff, and you saw what we did to Jared Goff. He's not good back. We can get to him. We put pressure on Matt Ryan. He will have to rush the football, and he will make mistakes. Any quarterback will do that. But if he gets time in the pocket, like any good quarterback in the NFL, he'll pick you apart. But you can't let him do that. And our defense hasn't let anybody do that all season. We've been getting pressure on quarterbacks all season long. If we can do that on Saturday afternoon, it's going to be a long day for Matt Ryan. A very long day. And this guy right here, Freeman, we got to stop him. We got to stop their run game. We have the number 1 defense, rush defense in the league. We shut him down, then they got to go to the air. They got to go to the air. And when they go to the air, we put pressure on Ryan. He's going to make mistakes. He's going to make a lot of mistakes. It's just a given. Just a given. So this coming Saturday, my playoff prediction, my playoff preview is the Eagles win. I'd say we probably win 28-23. Maybe it might come down to a field goal. But I believe if the weather is bad, if it's cold and rainy, advantage Eagles. You're talking about a dome team. Dome teams don't like to play outside in messy weather. They just don't. They don't play well. The Falcons don't play well on the road. Here are some of the guys we need to step up this weekend. Jay, he needs to step up this weekend. He needs to get out there. He needs to put up at least 120. He said he wants to punish people in the playoffs. Now's your chance to prove it. Yes, he's rested. He's ready to go. So we need to give him the ball. If Doug Peterson gives him the ball and he gets 25, 30 carries, guess what? I have a good feeling we're going to win this game. Also, we need to get some good play out of this fella, of course. He needs to be efficient. He needs to be a good game manager. He doesn't need to do anything incredible, not necessary, but he needs to get out there and he needs to make plays when he needs to. What we need to do is we need to stay out of the third and longs. We need to make it third and manageable. So that means we got to run the ball. We've got to get to 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3, and we need to be able to convert those. If we can convert those and keep the ball moving, I think we'll be fine. You can't go by that Dallas game. You really can't. It was 3 series for Nick Foles, and then he was done. The first series, we had a big drop by Torrey Smith. If Torrey Smith catches that ball, and I hate to say Ray Didinger is right, but he said it. He said if he catches that ball, we're not talking about Nick Foles this week or after the Dallas game. So is he right? In a way. But it's true. If Torrey Smith does catch that ball, we probably go in and score right there, at least get 3 points, and it's a different ball game at that point. We're not talking about Nick Foles as much. Yes, Nick Foles is not Carson Wentz, guys. No kidding. I'd curse right now, but I don't want to have to bleep everything out later. So, yeah, Nick Foles, he's not Carson Wentz. Who is? Carson Wentz was amazing this season. Amazing. And he it's a shame what happened to him, but you know what? He's going to come back, and he's going to come back stronger next year. This is our opportunity, guys. This is a great opportunity for the Philadelphia Eagles. 13-3, you have the number 1 seed in the playoffs. You can get to the Super Bowl, and like I said, anything can happen. It's a new season. It's the playoffs. It's the playoffs. All right? You can't just write people off. You can't write them off just because, your quarterback goes down. It's okay. We have a decent backup. Manage the game. Our defense steps up. Our special teams plays well, and we can win the game. We just can't make stupid mistakes. We can't take stupid penalties. We can't have an illegal motion penalty when it's 3rd and 1 or 3rd and 2 and put us back to 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9, whatever. 3rd and long. It's just not. We can't do that. Can't do it. But yes, Victor, watch the Falcons drop the football with a cold weather game. Yes, that's true. I believe that the Dome team, the Falcons, will turn the ball over this weekend at least 3 times. At least 3 times. They'll probably fumble twice. You know what? And that'll be beneficial to us. But also on the other side of that, we might be susceptible to fumbling the ball as well. So it's going to be that kind of game. And I hope that we can control the ball. And, it's the same thing I tell my kids. I coach youth football. I coach 12-year-olds. I tell them, I say, if we control the ball and we don't turn it over, we will win the game. Or at least we'll be in the game to win the game. And it's the same deal at the NFL level. It just is. So the Eagles have to control the ball. We can't make any stupid mistakes. We've got to be efficient, and our defense has to come up and play. Fletcher Cox has to play one of the best games of his career. And if he does, and the rest of that defensive front does what they've been doing all season long, Chris Long's come on strong at the end of the season. If they do that, we're winning this game. And we may even win this game by a lot. Like I said, the Falcons are not the same team they were last season. Not even close. And as we've seen in big games, they have a tendency to collapse and blow it. So let's just make sure that this weekend, when we're at the game, if you're an Eagles fan and you're at the game, you're making some noise. You're putting pressure on the Falcons when they have the ball. You're making sure that they have a tough time of it this weekend. We'll be doing it at home. We'll be making plenty of noise. I know they can't hear us in Philadelphia, but we're going to at least try to make them hear us. So, guys, I just wanted to cut out. I think the Eagles have a great chance this weekend against the Falcons. I can't wait to watch the game. I'm looking forward to it. Zach Ertz needs to have a great game. We need a great game out of Alshon as well. And you know what? I think these guys, the last couple of games, there was nothing to play for in that Dallas game. So you can't say, or you can't judge what we're going to do in the playoffs based on that Dallas game. You just can't. The Raider game, that's a different story because we still wanted to get home field advantage. But we did. We won. We won that game. So one thing before I go, I just wanted to say, and you know what I'm going to say? E-A-G-L-E-S. Eagles! Thank you for joining me on my first live feed. Had some technical difficulties tonight, but I got them squared away. I got them straightened out. Won't happen again. My computer is my bitch. I will talk to you people later.